Welcome back, and this is the other side of the show. We're going to talk about all the fun stuff that happened this week. Let's start with you, Belle. What happened this week?
Well, I didn't do a whole lot WoW-related. That's a lie. You know what I'm doing? I'm going through all my alts that I've leveled to like 40, 50. I'm going through all my alts, and I'm deciding what 3 are going to be my main focus in WOD.
You're going to do 3?
I'm gonna start off with Belle, and once Belle's fully whatever, then I'm gonna move on to the next one. So what I did is I picked my shaman, and I picked my druid, pending I don't find another one. But now I need
lock a shaman and druid.
So I'm gonna level up my shaman to 60 and then boost. So that I can get those professions, but that's really what I've been doing, and then just the arenas with. Let me try that again. Somebody had posted in a group about women not being the top streamers, how it's all about Swifty and it's all about all these other men specifically. That person posed a really great point. That person's now the admin for our page because that one question sparked a huge controversy in this group, and it caused men to say, you know what, they're right. There aren't a lot of women that get a lot of notoriety for their streaming in PvPs, arenas, all that stuff. And I want to change that. I think women should be more, you say Swifty and everybody knows. You say there's two girls, I can't even remember their names. They're one of the top PvPers for females and nobody knows who they are. So that's kind of going to be my focus until WOD comes out. Now that I've got the tunes I'm taking over with me, now I want to be the best that there is, female-wise.
Nice. Wow. Well, you better...
Yeah, she's on my team. I love that.
That's going to be good.
That's going to be hard.
That's going to be good.
I don't know. Well, that's good. Frysa, tell us what you did.
Well, this week, I only play on the weekends. So
video. We got no video.
Yeah, we need to have.
I'm not doing video right now.
Cut us out.
Too many people walking in the background. But what was I gonna say?
He's picking his nose. That's why.
No, there's too many. I have my horde, which is my main, and I want him to stay my main. And my biggest issue right now is I literally have no friends on horde side at all. It is done. Well, we don't play Spam. We don't play, but. It's my hours. I play at 4 in the morning. Who's on at 4 in the morning?
I tried to stay up and catch you last night, but
yeah, no one is on when I'm on. So he doesn't. Then come on. Anyways,
are you kidding? He's on all the time.
Yeah, not when I'm on.
He's
never on when I'm on.
All the time.
And then he does world PvP. He does world PvP.
I have the answer for you, Frysa. You need to take your mage to an Australian server.
That's a brilliant idea.
Dude, we have 2 admins on our page.
We do.
I wish I could shout them out right now.
It's admin huge bloke, and admin brokens.
Okay, so admin brokens and huge bloke are talking like at 4 and 5 in the morning, and they're very active.
It's been great.
That's a brilliant idea. I haven't thought about that.
There's a ton of players on that side.
The only part that sucks is, Ray, you're going to have to pay for 2 accounts because you have to have that. It has to be on yeah.
What do you mean?
You don't have to. You have to have a separate account for the UE servers. Has to be a separate account.
No, I won't do that. It's not worth it. I have to have already a group of people I know I'm going to go for it if I do something like that.
Well, you know what? there's people out there. Trust me, you're not the only one that's good.
That is completely different for UE. It's a whole different website. It's a whole different everything for UE. So there's nothing wrong with that. You should do it.
No, I don't want to.
It's because everything's in the metric system.
Yep.
I love metric system. Metric system is awesome.
I don't.
Standard is ridiculous.
I'm a blonde at heart. I don't.
Metric is perfect for blonde.
Your totems don't have a 40-foot radius.
I can't stand it.
They have a 9-meter radius.
I'm a mechanic for all those who's listening. I work on the world.
Oh, so it'll work out fine.
We sure would love to see you.
And I can't stand standard. Standard is like 1950s, old school. Anyways,
I can almost see him.
I like to create my own guild in Tichondrius, and we're going to be an RBG group on Saturdays and Sundays. And that's what we're going to be. We're going to be hardcore casual.
You don't have to be on one guild anymore, man. Everything is cross-server now. So start your group and go with the flow. That's my advice.
Well, I need to be a weekend group. So
Saturday morning, man. CTR does their raid group on Saturday morning.
No, I'm talking
you do a PvP group. Do a PvP group every Saturday morning.
That's what I want to do.
I'll play with you.
I just want to do something like that, just because I don't play during the week. And if I do, it's at 4 a.m. and no one's online. It feels so lonely.
Right.
But,
all right. How about you, Spam? What did you do this week?
I've been playing alts. I saved Sam's life in a battleground. I was like, have no fear. Squishy druids have instant heals. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many instant heals do I got? Woo!
There was people all around me, and I'm in the center.
She was in a cloud of death.
He brought me back. I was at like 18k health left, and out of nowhere, boom! I exploded to full health, and I looked around because I knew it was him. And he types in chat, "I got you," and I'm like, "You did."
I got you. Boom! And then it died.
I love that.
And then a rogue annihilated both of us. So he took one for the team.
What else, man? I've been
Runestones, dude.
Runestone. I did what? Runestones on Sunday. I saved her life on Monday.
Golf clap. You get the golf clap for that because the runestones suck. Golf clap.
I'm leveling my wife's druid's item level because she ain't got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And because Frysa doesn't love me the way I am. He always wants me to change.
He does always want everybody to change.
So he was not satisfied with my Moon Kid spec. I had to go and get a tree spec. So now all of a sudden I got Belle's got pocket heals in Battlegrounds. And they come out of nowhere because I'm all intellect and critical strike. I got no spirit whatsoever. So when I hit you, man, I hit you hard, man.
Nice.
She went from 0 to 60 in all my spells are instant now.
Right.
I played a Resto Shaman for 7 years, and it wasn't until Lich King that we even got an instant heal or an area of effect heal as a Resto Shaman. Really? You just had a deal. I mean, we had an area of effect heal. It was called chain heal, but we didn't have a circle.
You didn't have smart heals either
until we got healing rain, right? And smart heals was birthed. I hate that term. It gives me a headache. Smart heals came out of mastery. And having that, like, when I overheal you, you get a damage reduction shield on top of the heals. Back in my day, we used to have to wait for you to take damage and then heal you. It doesn't work that way anymore.
Nice.
So that's my take. That's my take on heals. Heals are all changing though. There's not going to be any instant heals in Warlords. So
right.
You're going to have to stop moving and go shamalama ding dang bam.
Right. Well, for me, I decided to get on. Well, I got online and I saw you, and I was like, all right, I'm going to get on and help this guy get his runestones. I was like, what are you doing? And you're like, I'm not doing anything. I was like, well, runestones, let's do it. So tank and heals queue at the same time. You want to know how fast our queue popped?
It's like,
he goes, all right, I'm going to queue us. Dun-dun-dun. And I was like, yeah.
That's the best. As a DPS, I don't know what that feels like.
I know, me neither.
No, it was awesome. And then I was top heals the whole way. He was like almost top DPS the whole way. We did really, really good. We grabbed all those runestones. I mean, you were grabbing them one off of every boss almost. It was like bam, bam,
That's
bam, bam,
what happened with me. One week I got none, and then the next reset, every single boss, boom.
2 weeks ago, I was so mad at Belle because she did like 3 dungeons and she got like 8.
I was done.
Runestones, and I was like, "This is unheard of." I was like, maybe the gaze of the prince is better now than it was in the beginning of the summer, or whatever. But I never got him that fast, and then the following week happened, and I went on with Eli, and I like I said in the main show, I said he was my lucky rabbit's foot. And he was,
right.
Because I got.
Well, I got a new habit now, and I want to start doing this for me. I noticed that a lot of people during the week help me do things, and I never shout them out. So this is my spot to shout them out. So, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
We're good? Okay. I want to shout out Flower Lily from Riders of Rohan and Merlin NXN. I don't know. They ran some scenarios with me, and that was awesome.
That is, just so you know, Merlin is Ian. He's a family friend, and he's also an officer. Awesome. So I'm glad that he helped you. And Flower Lily, I'm happy to say, is my brother Dominic's girlfriend, and I love her. She's the only one of all my brother's girlfriends that I've ever liked and allowed her to continue being the girlfriend. She does live here. She's awesome. I'm glad.
Well, they just stepped in. I said, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" That's the thing I like about this guild. I gotta say, I love this guild because.
Oh.
He's crying.
We lost him. We lost him in a crying position.
You don't have to cry, Ben.
We lost him.
We're still lost.
Am I back?
You're back. You're back.
Anyway, that's what I like about this guild, because every time I'm like, hey, what do you guys want to do? There's like 5 responses of things that they're doing. And I'm like, hey, I'll help you do this, and I'll go help somebody do that. And then I'll come back, and I'm like, hey, I need help doing this. Everybody's helping each other. I love it. So I also want to shout out to Dracky, who's did the Riders of Rohan. Yes, Spam, that was awesome. You helped me with some battlegrounds. We ran some battlegrounds. It was fun. And I didn't even realize it was you at first, and until I think I got to the first battleground, and afterwards I was like, wait a second. That's Spam.
Well, it's technically Mrs. Spam, but she ain't got
right. And I was like,
I remember these battlegrounds. Eli came on, and I was like, Eye of the Storm is flavor of the week, and he was like, who cares? Horde always wins Eye of the Storm, and I was no, we're not playing, baby.
I have yet to win an Eye of the Storm as Alliance.
You got to play with me. I refuse to lose.
It was really good. We had a good comeback, and I did it on my DK. I've been going crazy on my DK. Why? Because when I log into my other tunes, all the guilds are dead. So I'm like, I want some friends. So I go to my DK, and I just got to say, I don't like the DK.
You've never been a melee person, though.
You've always been some DK tricks.
He's always been a caster.
I don't like melee either. I
hate it. The only thing I like about it now is I try to get away from the melee by doing Frost.
Yeah.
And Frost, I have spells. I'm like, pew pew, pew pew, pew pew. Well, and then when they get away from me, I'm like, get over here.
I have to give a shout out to what's your husband's brother's name?
Dark Castle's his
Dark Castle.
Guild,
so
yeah.
I get on last night. I clock out of work at 3:30, so in the morning. So I come home. I get online. It is no one's online, which is kind of rare for Riders of Rohan. Usually it's like always 10 people on.
10 people on, yeah.
But no one was on. Nobody. So I'm sitting there like, well, I have nothing to do. Everyone's in bed. I'm just going to walk around for a while. And all of a sudden I see a Dark Castle logs on. Oh, who's this? Who's this? So then I go on the thing, and it says Dark Castle, Steve's brother. I was like,
oh, yeah.
Wait, I've seen this guy in the house. Yeah, I know him. So, hey, who are you? He's all, hey, who is this? I go, this is Frysa from PWNcast podcast. What's up? He goes, hey, I think I waved at you. And I was like, yeah. I was like, you want to do some dungeons? He goes, sure, let's do some dungeons. So I was like, we're going to play some WoW. So
he never does dungeons with me.
I know.
Backstory, everybody in my house is on crackhead time. So that's what he means when he says typically people are up in the morning. My brother works nights, so when he is on WoW, it's where'd everybody's video go?
I was just playing games. I want to play games too.
Oh.
No, I got people walking back here.
So yes, they're typically up at night, and I just want to say that I know if you guys didn't watch the first part of the show, I want to make sure that everybody's aware that Frysa and Dark Castle, which is my brother-in-law, were laying naked and spooning in Stormwind.
We were.
At 4 o'clock in the morning. And I have a screenshot. Once again, I will post it here in case you didn't watch the first part of the show.
We only did it because we want to do the guild challenge. So we did the guild challenge. We got 7 dungeons in a row.
You guys did. Thank you.
And we completed it. And then afterwards we were in Stormwind. He goes, well, what now? And by then it was like 6 in the morning.
Don't you need 3 people to do guild challenges?
Yeah, well, okay, that's another story. So we do about 2 dungeons, and we realize that we need 3. So then all of a sudden, a third person comes in to the guild, and she's a level 68. And I was like, oh, hey, do you have a 90? No, not on in this guild. And I was like, hey, well, join our guild on your 90. So she actually went out of her way to get on her 90 and logged in, joined our guild so we can do the guild challenge.
You punked somebody from their guild?
Yeah, from our own guild, we made them leave theirs to join ours to do some guild challenges, and that's what we did last night until 6 in the morning, and we celebrated.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta say who these people are. Who is this?
Nart.
Oh, shout outs.
Narana is the tune theme that he added, but he doesn't remember.
I'll do some shout outs because it wasn't just them. A warrior showed up, 90 warrior showed up about 5 in the morning, and he helped us because she left. And after she left, another 90 came on, which I'm pretty sure you will know who this one is. I got to log in. I'm logging in now, guys. I definitely got some shout outs. I should have had these names ready to go. Let me get them. Hold on.
You're a loser.
I know, I'm sorry. But it was really fun last night. It was. I look forward to that. But it sucks that.
Ray!
What?
It's Velatricious.
Yes, that was the guy that helped me out.
Velatricious is the guy that gave me 30k gold for the guild bank and said this is because nobody's been doing the dungeon challenges every week. Here's 30k gold for the bank.
What?
Yes, he's a great asset to the guild. Great.
He was there. He's there last night. So
shout out.
Oh, go ahead. Velatricious.
Velatricious, yes. I don't know how to say it. I'm pretty sure that's how I'm saying it, but it is Velatricious.
The one who helped us, what was her name? Let me look at it. I don't know if it's a girl or a guy. I'm sorry. I'm going to go with this girl.
Oh, hey, I got a shout out then. I want to shout out Sinner Serpent, who hooked me up with some glyphs, and Belle, who hooked me up with some glyphs.
I was going to say, yeah, that was for sure this girl. Glyphs and jewels. I want to shout out. We lost Spam.
Am I on video still?
No.
Spam.
My bad.
Spam's out of the call.
What happened?
Does that affect your recording at all?
No, it'll just pick it up and kick it out. It's
okay.
Good. So I want to shout out Shabby. Shabby, she's in our guild. She is an officer. And Shabby has been out for a month or 2. She was traveling, doing things at the homestead. She popped back in and has helped a lot this week with guild stuff. I'm very busy, and I have guild stuff and show stuff and page stuff and this stuff and that stuff. My officers really do a lot of good work, and she's one of the officers that does a lot of good work. Same thing with my second in command. He does a lot of good guild work. But I want to shout out to her because she's the one that always gives me my pep talks when I'm feeling down, when I'm getting frustrated because of guild politics and stuff that you have to deal with as a guild master. And she's in the background going, you know what, everything is great, you're doing great. And we've managed to keep this guild alive through everybody unsubbing. We've managed to keep this guild alive where almost every other guild is completely dead. How we've done it is by sheer freaking determination. We've managed to do it. I don't know how. But that's my shout-out. My shout-outs to the guildies. Really.
Nice.
It was Suki.
Oh, I love Suki.
Sukiyama.
Suki was on last night at 4 in the morning. So let's just give a shout-out to I think it's a guy or a girl. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's a girl.
I thought it was a girl.
I prefer to not ask. I just assume that they're all both.
I just go with the way they chat.
It's a human being.
It's a human.
Let's give an applaud for that person being online last night and helping us out with the good challenge.
Okay.
So that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
Okay, ready? You guys want the meme of the week?
Yes, meme of the week.
Hold on, let's see if it'll even show you on my phone.
I saw this one. You were talking about it. I commented.
And it's gonna be right here. I'm gonna post it right here.
You know what? That's gotta be a shout out. The guy who created no, that one is good. The guy who created it was Vin. I think Vin is the original creator. So shout out to Vin. You make me laugh so hard.
His Facebook page is World of Warcraft memes.
Okay, I'm gonna describe it for these guys, but it's gonna be here.
Right here.
So it's Garrosh, and he's wearing a Subway hat. He's got a Subway hat on. And he goes, and what Gul'dan will you have on your sandwich?
Everything.
We lost Ben.
It's just because he got excited and he's moving a lot.
Stop moving. If you stop moving when you talk, it'll work. It's still not catching it.
It's because he keeps moving.
Dang
Stop
it.
moving.
There, you're back.
You're
Now we
back.
can
You're
hear
good.
you.
You're good. You're back. You're back.
Anyway, did you guys get it?
We did get it.
He did. He said everything. Is that all he said, or was it?
Yeah, he like lifts up his hood and he's just like everywhere on a sandwich.
Now,
was nuts.
in that video, I was confused at first because I thought that Garrosh didn't know. Grom didn't know Garrosh, that was his son. But then watching the video 100 times, he looks back at him before he drinks the blood, and he looked at him. So they did talk previously to
Well,
that.
I also have news of that because I did ask Tysaurus, which Tysaurus is my second in command. He's read the books, and yes, he did know, 100%. He did.
Okay, so yeah, that was
I did
exciting.
ask for clarification for you and I because I know that was a question for you, and I did ask for clarification, and he said yes, he did know.
Because here's one thing I was running into an issue because I was talking to this guy at work, and leave it to a guy who doesn't play World of Warcraft to bring this out to me. I told him about the story. I showed him the video, and he said, well, if this is a different timeline, then why was he going to drink it until Garrosh came and told him not to? Isn't this the same timeline as the one that you're in?
They don't tell you that he...
No, it's supposed to be a different
an alternate reality
storyline, an alternate reality, but technically it's not.
Eyes.
It's not an alternate reality. It's the same reality.
Thinking about
that's
this,
the thing. He would have drank the blood. He would have drank it if
thinking about
Garrosh
this
wasn't
makes
there.
me think of Terminator. He had to be born, and to be born, he had to go back in time to be born. It's so confusing to me.
No. He told him in advance. He went before they drank it. So him and Garrosh have already been talking.
We know that. We know that.
Gary and
So
Rom.
it's not an alternate universe.
It is.
It is not.
Yes, it is.
Reference.
That's why when Garrosh grabs him and he picks up Gul'dan, and Gul'dan says, "This is not supposed to be our destiny." He says, "Times change," and then he drops him.
That was
You know
a
what I mean?
fantastic impression, though, by the way.
He does such great orc voices, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Now, is it me?
We will never be slaves.
Or Garrosh, when he took his hood off, didn't he look like he has a lot of human attributes?
I like his jaw. I wish I had a jaw like that.
But
He
looked human to me. He looked human. I don't know if that was just me or not.
I don't know what the hell these two are doing.
I don't know what they're doing either.
I'm fully creeped out by what's going on my screen right now.
I love anything that's got an underbite is freaking cool to me, man.
I guess so.
You were like this.
Even Frysa's troll.
James.
You know what I want the next race to be for the Alliance? I want to be the Predator.
Oh, that's what we can talk about.
I watched as bad, okay?
That other video is freaking out like crazy.
I don't stop moving. I watched the video. Oh my god! I like how it records that, but it won't record it when he's barely moves. Anyways, I watched this video and it was talking about this guy named. Why do I talk about stuff without having the name? I don't know why.
There you go. That's the phrase I know.
Let me find it.
Because you're half prepared. You remember
Hold on, let me get his name.
bits and pieces.
Okay, runner-up for meme of the week was a picture of Buzz Lightyear, and it says 5 minutes into the BG, and he's like this, and he's like, there doesn't seem to be any intelligent life anywhere.
That is a great one. No signs of intelligence.
Got it. I got it. It's Brock Cigar. You guys heard of him before?
Brock Cigar, yeah.
Now, he's never made it into World of Warcraft. He's never been shown or ever talked about, only in the books and the lore. But this guy was the original orc. He was the first orc to step foot in Azeroth. he was the one that
He was
slayed.
also the first one to die.
Yeah, no, it was insane because this guy was like
Way to shout him out, Ray.
the craziest orc of all time. All time, better than Thrall, better than Grom, better than Garrosh. This guy is the best, number one, hardcore hero of the Horde, and he's never been mentioned once in
Then
World of
how
Warcraft.
hardcore is he if he's never been mentioned?
He cut Sagarus, a mortal cut a god. Has never happened in WoW history. In WoW lore, only one person has done it, and that was Broxigar.
I just want to give a shout out to your face when you talk about this. Because you
Because
are
it was
such a
so
spoiler.
crazy. I was reading the thing. I was reading the whole article on it, and Sagarus came down with his burning legion and attacked Broxigar and his group. And Broxigar, being as amazing as he is, went up to Sagarus, a god, and said, "I'm gonna kill you," and almost did.
What?
But he didn't, which is why he's not mentioned.
No one knows why he's not mentioned in World of Warcraft.
Is
This
he
guy-
still alive during this time?
Because it's going to be
No.
in the expansion.
No, he died.
I think he
Sagarus
might
killed
be
him.
in the expansion since they're bringing back.
Timey-wimey
It
expansion.
took a Titan to come kill this guy.
Ain't nobody got Titan for that.
And he was a mortal.
Ain't
He wasn't
nobody
a
got
guy, he was just a mortal. He was just an orc.
Ain't nobody got Titan for that.
Ain't nobody got Titan for that.
It says in the lore that he stacked the legion bodies, the bodies, the fail demons. He had piles of them stacked on each other.
No way.
Yep.
The Burning Legion.
All right.
That's what he said.
Lycan, find this guy.
Broxigar. Why is he
I'm
mentioned
pretty
in
sure
World of
he's
Warcraft?
pronouncing it wrong.
And the reason why I'm mentioning this is why is he not going to be mentioned in this WOD?
You're
I
going to
mean-
get your question to ask because on the 6th, we are having Tysaris on the show.
We are.
So any lore questions you guys have ever had, this goes for viewers and for you guys. Anything you've ever wanted to know, Tysaris is like the lore beautiful mind. There's nothing about the lore that
She's
he
the
does not
beautiful
know.
mind.
He's like
He's
a,
Russell Crowe.
he's like a lore beautiful mind. He is the guy that
Russell
watches our
Crowe.
Pwnecast and then messages me as he's watching it all the things we got wrong.
Oh,
lore-wise.
you know Storm Rage, Benjamin? Storm
Yeah.
Rage, that cool-looking elf guy, whatever.
Yeah.
He fought against Broxigar in the war in Azeroth.
No way.
Yeah.
All right. I'm intrigued now.
Everyone else is mentioned, but this orc.
I want to know more about this orc.
Agreed.
I bet you he's got bad teeth.
Hey, hey,
Big ol' overbite.
Eli, didn't you have stuff to talk about going into the next expansion? What we want to get done?
Oh, we're not all fluff. We have a little bit to do. All right, guys. Preparing for 6.0. So a lot of stuff is going to happen when 6.0 comes. So you need to be prepared.
That was so.
Sorry. Did that mess up?
No, it just was like a wave of static.
Okay. Like we already said, get your core cron mounts. Mostly everything that's going to change in 6.0 has to do with challenges. I'm just going to say that. So the mounts, gone. Okay? The gear, gone. All that stuff. Now, two things. For pet collectors, I don't know if we have a lot of pet collectors who watch the show. We don't really talk about pets too much. There is a dragon you can get when you get all gold on all of the dungeons, and that's going away.
Get out of here.
Yes,
so hard.
there is a
That's
low.
so hard.
I know, right? There is a low-level instance that is being revamped. It doesn't say which one, but it's the one where you get the boar spirit, and it's a pet that you can have. It's a hunter, obviously. So you have to go and grab that, and I should know which one it is. I don't know. It doesn't say. This is on Wowhead, and it doesn't say. But wherever you get the boar spirit, grab that because that's going to go away. Here's something I didn't even know. Okay, so when you get these golden... Why? Because I never... Am I out, or you guys got me?
You're back.
You're on and off.
You're back.
What did I leave off?
The beginning.
Yeah, pretty much.
What?
Stop moving your arms.
It's not that. It's my.
It is. Every time you move, it's like at the same time.
It freaks out.
Okay. I'll try this.
See, he doesn't believe you, so he does it again, and it blips out again.
Is he frozen, or is it actually really still? Okay.
Oh,
quit moving.
Quit moving.
I was moving slow, and it still froze.
Get
Moving
Comcast.
slow is still moving.
Why are you on satellite, whatever?
It
does
sucks.
that?
I'm on DSL, and I hate every bit of it. It sucks. Hold on. Let me look one more thing here.
Hey, Frysa.
Titles. Titles are going away. The title Mistwalker, which is a challenge mode title that is going away. The Bronze challenge mode title, the Undaunted, that's going away too. So if you want to get all of these things, do your challenge modes. And that includes me, because I haven't done any. So basically that's it. This week is challenge modes. Get your challenge modes done.
I've been saying this since like last Easter. Come on, let's go do challenge modes.
Your siege mount that has to be normal, not flex. Right?
Yes.
That's
it's
what I mean.
Normal. It's normal. It's not flex.
Not
the
flex.
weapon is flex. The weapon you can get on flex. The mount is normal. So that's pretty much it. Gator Dan.
Get her done.
You guys have anything else to add to the show before our luck runs out and I get totally cut out altogether?
No?
Yeah, I wanted to give a shout out to Craven because he started doing the Craven Challenge on the PWNcast site, and I've been pledging him a pound of flesh every week for the Craven Challenge. Although my brother was in town last week and I drank like 17 beers last weekend. I know I was bad. I drank more beers last weekend than I did last year, like in the course of 3 days.
Wow.
But I've been using my my Connect. I've been doing my Just Dance on my Connect.
Doing something major there.
I'm doing something. I've been turning the beat around.
And I think
Awesome.
that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And just so for people that are aware, Craven's contention is what he wants to do is he wants to bring some healthy back into gaming. And I'm guilty of this myself, which I took Craven's and ran with it as well. I changed my whole eating habits during the week. I eat grape nuts for breakfast, yogurt for lunch, and then have a healthy dinner because as gamers, we sit for 12, 16 hours gaming and we're unhealthy. And that's what his whole is changing your lifestyle to be healthier. It's not about being skinny or big. It's not about looks. It's about healthy and feeling good on the inside as well as the outside. So that's
Amen.
we fully
I love
support.
it.
Yep.
I will take the Craven Challenge this week. Next week, I'm not making any promises.
I'm always healthy until I have to go to
Football starts the week
Texas,
after,
and then
right?
it's tacos.
Tacos. Is that it for you guys?
Yeah, we're good.
I don't think we have any more things to add.
I'm trying to find a
give
picture of
shout-outs.
Brock Cigar.
I already got you.
That's not his name. I guarantee you that's not his name.
It is. His name
Oh,
is
you can't see it.
Brock Cigar Sourfang. And I already put the link in your PWNcast chat. So
Okay. All right.
Good luck.
Okay. From all of us here at PWNcast, we want you to live your life on the edge, and we want you to do a dungeon with your fishing pole attached the entire time. And we want you to run your PvE instance in your PvP gear, and then we want you to go do a battleground in your PvE gear, and never, ever, ever queue for a Celestials if you're not on Timeless Isle.
That's a favorite. Love it.
Bye.
Love you.
Bye.
that's how I get to Timeless Isle. What are you kidding me?
Oh man.
Oh my God,
Glad I
Phil.
didn't stop recording for that because that was fabulous.
I'm your fan.
Did I get that on the show?
You did. Before I leave,
Just
before
got it
I hit
in
the
there,
stop
right?
button, I ranted about this in the World of Warcraft complaint group because I am a lock and I refuse
Good.
to drop a freaking
That's how I get. That's how I
to
get to
bring
Timeless
somebody
Isle.
that's too lazy to already be on Timeless Isle by the time
Good.
they
That's
queue
what
for
Warlocks are
Celestial.
for.
I
Back in my
refuse
day,
to
that's
summon.
what you guys are for.
Here's what I
every
understand.
bit the same way. In every bit the same way as Frysa is a Coke machine for mana buns, your warlock is supposed to summon my fat ass to
If
Timeless
you
Isle.
cannot be on Timeless Isle when you queue and it takes 2 seconds to get queued, you
All right.
in already.
You play with me. You're in my guild. You know I'm usually the first one there.
Though, but I'm not going to summon the.
You never have to summon me. I'm always the first one there.
Look, can I say this? To go way over to the extreme on the next point, I have been in so many Celestial groups that I will actually see people get invited, like walk up and say, hey, invite me to the group, and they have a little bubble over their head, and that we'll invite them. And we're in front of a Celestial, and he'll ask, is this for the Celestial? And it's like every day, there's like that guy.
No. We're going to summon Ordos down here. He's gonna fight the Celestials, and then we're gonna fight him.
Agreed.
I queued for Celestials. This is on Draki, so I can't even look at Ordos yet, right? I queued for Celestials, and someone invited me to a group, and then they used the summoning stone to summon me, and I was summoned to the Ordos chamber, and immediately ejected out of the chamber because I shouldn't be there because I don't have like the prerequisites for it. And I was just like, is this a group for Celestials? And he's just like, no, it's for Ordos. I'm like, I didn't even queue for Ordos. I can't queue for Ordos. Why'd you invite me? And
so is that like, what they're doing then?
Yeah, they just invite anybody. They just like queue.
What they do is they do Celestials and then they'll do Ordos back to back while they have a group of people that can do Ordos.
The groups that I get into, they fall apart.
Let me ask this: do you only get to loot one of them?
Yeah, that's it.
Wait, no.
Okay.
You only get to loot one Celestial per week.
One Celestial per week and then one Ordos per week. Yes.
I still have to do my Ordos then, but yeah, I don't know why I queue for all 4 of them. I've been queuing for all 4 of them for the last 4 weeks.
I know.
Just one.
All right, now I'm going to end the show on that note. Now I'm going to end the show on that note. Bye.
The reason you've been queuing for 4 of them is because when you were doing your prince.